Hello? What happened? Is anyone there?
Jacob. Man, I am happy you're alive. It was kind of touch and go there for a minute.
Are we in... This is Garland? God, this is crazy. The time glitches, the jumping around. Riley, I think I might know what's going on. But first, let's get the hell out of here.
Oh, why don't you tell me what's going on, though? Oh, climbing anchor? Okay, if I have to go down that way, what's over here? Where am I? I'm over here. Oh, I'm trying. Channel 8's not working.
Hey, Evelyn, I'm in Garland. Can you hear me? Over.
Yeah, this is Evelyn. I'm at work. Who's this? Over.
This is Riley. I've been talking to you all night. Over.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know Riley. And don't call Maritime Emergency Dispatch unless you have a real emergency.
Are you serious?
Over and out.
That's weird.
Maria, hey, are you by your desk? Know anything about Garland? Over.
Hey. Hi. Yeah, I've been to that garbage dump. Are you there right now? It stinks, right? Kinda smells like a vacuum cleaner that's never been emptied. They taught us in history class why that is, but that was last year, so I don't know anymore. I actually have a ghost story about the town if you want to hear it. It's not that exciting.
Oh, sure. I got nothing but time, Maria. Let's hear it. Over.
I'm detecting sarcasm, but I'm choosing to ignore it. Okay, so like 60 years ago, maybe more, two teenagers from Camina High wanted to get married. Their parents were against the whole thing, so they had a little ceremony in the Garland church. Just by themselves, late at night, in secret. They cut their hands and said some stuff, did as much as they could without a real priest. And the girl, she asked if the boy had some flowers. He said he didn't. He left to get some, and while he was gone, a police cruiser accidentally ran over him in the dark. I'm butchering this story, but it was so late the poor cop didn't see him. Killed him instantly. The police covered it up, saying he fell into the gorge.
Oh my
But
God.
now, late at night, around the old church, you can sometimes see a young man out there, dressed in a cheap suit, picking dead flowers for his blushing new bride. Creepy, right?
Oh, that's a good one. I'll let you know if I see him. Over.
Yeah, I thought you'd like it. Oh, teacher's coming! Gotta go. Bye.
Well, the teenagers were on Station 3. I guess they're not relevant right now.
I'm on the road. I'm
Who
a
is?
little tired, so I'm just resting my feet, but I'm on the road.
Window pane poet.
Yeah. I still have to decide what I want to be.
Is that how it works?
So I've heard. I'm thinking about an almond tree or a raccoon. Perhaps an almond tree if I'm remembered, and a raccoon if I'm not.
What did you do?
Agriculture?
You'll be remembered.
Perhaps. History is restless of aggressive men. I have my own order of events. You're not concerned with posterity? No, I suppose you wouldn't be. To live in the memories of those who won't recognize you when you've changed. I exist more fully here than I will there in time. Better here than in the ground.
Where is here?
I suppose such asceticism would carry its own rewards. Strength through resolution and all of that.
Were you a believer before?
Off and on.
Off
Before
and on,
what?
Off and on, like some blinking light. Was that simple for you?
Well, it's never simple. Yeah, I'm...
Weird. Okay. Hey, that's a soundtrack. Okay, sorry. I don't think it's gonna do more than play the song. Ren? Ren.
I hope the advice I've given can help you on your musical journey. I know you'll do wonderful things. So let's listen to something else.
His nephew Ren.
Now, let's journey somewhere else. Maybe further out of space. Oh, and I love the stars, so let's go out there for a moment, shall we? Just come with me. I'm your guide.
Okay, but you mentioned a nephew Ren.
Traveling once or twice around the sun. Namaste.
Go back to sleep. I think I hit a deer or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, okay? Just, we're almost home. Go back to sleep. It's pissing rain out there and freezing. You go check.
Oh, is this when they
God,
hit the
I'm
guy?
kidding. Just sit down. Fine, I'll check.
When they hit the groom? Did you check?
Okay, it was a dog.
Aww.
I know. It looked pretty mangy. Very thin. The big, but thin. I don't think it had an owner. Probably did it a favor, truth be told.
That's
I kicked
sad.
it down the ravine.
It was a boy.
Because nobody wants to see that, okay? It didn't have a collar or anything. It's not gonna be missed.
Is that the cop who hit the kid?
All of us a favor. Just
It was definitely not a dog.
yeah, poor dog.
Yeah, for dog. Because it wasn't a
No,
dog.
I'm not mad at you. Yeah, we got pulled over. No, it's okay. You didn't. It's okay. Just close your eyes. I don't want you to barf. There you go.
What was that about?
Go back to sleep.
Back with how the metaphorical sausage is made. Stay tuned for instructions. Now the weather is worse, and I swear to God I saw my dead uncle out at the vending machine. But we have hungry listeners. So, like fake nails, we press on. When last we spoke, I mentioned the multi-generational, ongoing civil war that is what chicken is best used in arroz con pollo. There are those who bleed bone-in, skin-off
I don't
thighs
know
and
if this is going to be
drumsticks,
relevant or
and
if
those
this...
who die 100 times
I don't know.
using anything other than bone-in, skin-off thighs and drumsticks. I've done both versions of the dish, multiple times. And I'm here to tell you that the superior way is to only use boneless, skinless chicken thighs and no drumsticks, not one. You hear that? That's every single one of my ancestors collectively cursing me out and then disowning me. And then cursing me out again. But I stand by it. Bones are a hassle. And who likes seeing a pile of carcass parts during dinner? Skin doesn't add much flavor, not for how the chicken is used in this dish. So you're just adding bland, chewy fat. Yum, yum. Thighs are the finest part of the bird in any configuration, and work beautifully with autos. And yes, I know. Your great-great-great-great-great-grandmother's dying words were bone-in, skin-off thighs and drumsticks. I know. But the beauty of this dish, of any dish, of life, is that there isn't just one way to dance. So, for this recipe, and the spirits forgive me, I say use 8 boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Maybe bump it up to 10, maybe more if you're feeling carnivorous. So there are your ingredients. Actually, forgot one. I always cook with a fresh cup of coffee nearby. And I always tell people how to cook with a fresh cup of coffee nearby. And since I'm now seeing the bottom of this chipped mug, I do believe it's time for a break. Whoa, and it sounds like the universe agrees. Let's see if the pot finished brewing. We'll be right back with how the metaphorical sausage is made. Stay tuned for instructions. 91.4, the pop. 91.4, the pop.
Oh, it's called Garland Ghost Town. That's lovely. That's where the thing is. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to the church and the mines, and then I'll make my way back down, because if I go right, then I'm just gonna go back to the trail, and I don't want to miss anything that's gonna be in this area, so let's do that.
Oh, looks like a climbing anchor. Well, I won't be able to use this unless I
Shit.
get some rope somewhere.
Never mind then. Let's go. I had this whole idea, now I can't do it.
Evelyn, you there? Over. Oh, I don't think I'm
11
gonna get through.
p.m.
Look, I think I know what might be going on, but it's going to take some explaining. My cottage is just up the way here. I might have something that could help.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
saw
very
it.
far.
I find it very hard to believe that you could honestly have anything to help with... I don't even know what this problem is.
I know. This is going to sound crazy. I took this job because I've been into this stuff ever since I was young, and I'm not just randomly into radio technology. I mean, I know what transmitters are for a reason. When I was a kid, there was this older lady who lived in town. Well,
Mrs.
she
Adler?
lived on Edwards Island, really, but she got her groceries and stuff in town. She studied this stuff. Weird frequencies, signals. She had lots of theories no one believed, or would believe. When we were kids, we were kind of friends, and I have a lot of her journals still. I know she wrote about something like this.
Yeah,
I think it could
Irene.
help.
Wait, when you were a little kid, you were friends with an old lady who lived on Edwards Island?
I know it sounds strange, but let's just see if her work helps first.
Okay.
And then I can give you the footnotes, you know?
Okay.
It's not far.
I know, I went there prematurely by accident. Alright, let's go to Benison Creek. Okay, we are back here now. Oh, did I ruin the conversation we were gonna have by being here already? You talking about how you think it makes you weird that you live in this cabin with your brother? I remember the conversation. I want to explore the area. I don't know how much, like, I'm going to go for plot stuff, and how much I'm going to have to explore to look at. Because I don't want to have to backtrack if I'm not going to go somewhere. But I also don't want to do what I just did and ruin a conversation for an area. So. What's down here? A barn. Is this your barn? Are we going down here later? Okay, nothing to say.
There is only that which we can see, and that which we cannot see. Yet,
I'm compelled to remind you that this place was an inheritance. I'm not a secret billionaire. Just look at my shoes.
I like it. It's like if a tree fork could grow up.
Hey, thanks. I try to keep it shipshape.
I like it.
All the stuff that we need is inside. Should just take a minute. I know exactly where it is.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
It's
Damn
locked.
it, damn it, damn it.
Problem?
Kind of, yes.
What? It's locked?
The door is locked, which
Yes.
it should be.
But
The keys, however, are not where they should be. They're, I can picture it. They're in the kitchen drawer.
how do
I
you
was
get
moving
in?
things around this morning, and I forgot to put them back in my pants.
Hey, it happens.
I watched a video on how to pick locks. I
Oh.
think I remember the host's hair color. Yeah, I'll tool around with it for a bit, and if push comes, I'll just unscrew the damn thing.
Alright, am I looking for something I can get in through? Can't go that way? Okay. Let's try upstairs and
Did
see if that door will work.
No.
Okay. Ah, see, there's a door and an open window.
Why am I not surprised?
But there's a window.
I need to get up there.
I'm not gonna question why it's open. I assume because it's freaking
Maybe?
unable to be climbed
No.
into.
Long shot, but you got your garage door opener on you?
Believe it or not a usual pocket suspect.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's alright. Oh, okay, I was gonna try the ladder, but I guess the doggy door is what works. Ooh, what's the button do? Oh, it turns the light on.
Swell.
What's the one over there, though? I guess I can't, okay.
Almost there. Rats.
Nope.
Now I can use, no? Yes?
Damn it.
Oh. Let's try the ladder then.
This should reach the window.
Oh, the one that's up there? Okay.
Really?
Listen, it's working. Don't mind me. Just taking this ladder.
You take a while.
Well, this is not, so as long as I don't fall and die, all should be good. Jacob, I think I found a way in. Am I just gonna open the door on him? Give him a surprise. Ooh, I can snoop before he knows I'm in here.
Encyclopedia Brown, a biography of Guglielmo Marconi. I don't know who that is.
Me
And
neither.
an 8th grade science textbook. Jacob, you are a man of interesting tastes.
A sculpture? Did he make it?
Oh. Not bad for an amateur.
A framed picture?
Oh, his brother. Didn't think they'd be twins.
Oh. Oh, do you have a pet? Where's the phone? Oh, down there. Okay. 1 second, I'll answer the phone.
Hello?
Where did Jacob go?
3 hours too soon, then a minute too late. Awaiting be hell, I am to wait.
What?
3 hours too soon, then a minute too late.
Okay, weird.
Was that one of the masked teenagers?
Oh god, I could go for a pizza right now.
Did he find a way in, or?
Ah!
Oh, Jesus.
Of course.
Hey, you there? Come let me in. Thanks. How'd you get in?
You left your upstairs window open. I used your ladder.
I left that open again. God.
Yeah, I figured that
I'm
was the
gonna
case.
find a barn owl in there chewing on my pillow one of these days.
That would suck.
The journal should be just over here.
Okay.
I know there was one where she talked about gates. Windows to perpendicular spaces. I know it's in here. Just, hang on.
You got a really weird phone call a minute ago. If it was a prank, I definitely didn't get the joke.
Oh, really? What'd they say? Or was it just like a recording or something? You want a boat, just send us $5,000.
They were worried about being late? I don't know. It was weird.
Huh. Well, probably a wrong number.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Hang on.
What?
Oh, this is it. One of the journals that belonged to Maggie Adler.
Ooh.
She was stationed at Fort Milner, right here on the coast when the submarine crashed. She said it was a mistake. The whole thing had an experimental engine or something.
Which is why it's
And
sunk
then
in
when
or
it blew
trapped.
up, something happened to the reactor. It split the crewmen from our reality, forced them in between time, in between dimensional planes. They were gone, but not really.
Is, that why this is happening?
Maybe? Maggie did all these experiments and research in the last half of her life. She discovered radio waves can reach through planes of existence. It can affect the past and the future. But, I mean, you know, without hard proof, without the knowledge of the inciting incident, no one, really except me, believed her. I mean, not that I, blame them. I mean,
Okay, I think I buy this as much as any other plausible enough sounding explanation.
just look. This one She told me about ghosts, about people she cared about. A woman named Anna that died to one of those things.
Yeah, in the
She
caves.
called them gates. And I think that big triangle thing in the sky is one of them.
It is.
I could barely understand what she was talking about.
How did our friend Anna die?
She didn't really get into the details, just that during an experiment, something went wrong. Miss Adler said she spoke through a portal, or a gateway, or whatever, to a Sergeant Griffin years after he died. He was on the USS Kanaloa, stuck in time. These were my versions of, of campfire stories, I guess.
So, those scary translucent things that, I don't want to call them this, but I will. The ghosts, those things are them? The crew of the Kanaloa?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, maybe they're completely different interdimensional beings. How would I know?
What if they're the characters from the first
Just
game?
wait. There's more here.
Oh, okay.
What we need is this guy.
Who is
yeah,
this guy?
it is.
What?
She writes.
Stop walking away.
Jacob, come on! What'd she say?
Oh, yeah, sorry. She says that harmonizing electromagnetic waves emitted towards a gate could successfully diffuse its source signal. See? So this is what I thought when the transmitter went crazy. That first one was diffusing the signal and starting to cancel out the gate. So transmitters can diffuse the source signal.
So, we use the transmitters then, right? Enough of them should knock out its power.
Yeah, I think. I mean, we saw what the one did, which is definitely what we want to do. Because Maggie says, she wrote here, that gates or portals, whatever you want to call them, can, in theory, destabilize the properties of our current existence.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound good.
No, it does not.
But aren't we out of transmitters? How would we do this?
The general store's holding our transmitters, right? And climbing gear? Because if that's the case...
That's what Evelyn said. Yeah, they have my stuff.
So I know the owner, and I know where the key is, so that's no problem.
Okay.
After that, we'll have to put another 3 transmitters to
Okay.
triangulate the right harmonic frequency. The math dictates they have to be roughly equidistant and at the same height. So for us, that means a clear view of Edwards Island to compete with the signal traffic and get through to the other side of the harbor. After that, it should work.
Sounds like something that makes just enough sense that I'll go along with it until it doesn't work.
That's about the level of confidence I'm at, too.
Great. I'm glad we're in agreement.
Okay. Let's get back to the general store, get those transmitters in gear.
Can we go back upstairs or no? Oh, a house in the
Just
woods
hope
trophy
we're
earned.
right.
Riley! Riley,
Jesus.
are you there? Pick up right now! Over!
Oh, it's Evelyn. We should...
Hey, Evelyn, do you, see or
Sorry,
know
which
how
what?
insane this is getting? Over?
Riley! Riley, thank God! Okay, you're okay. Everything's okay. Okay, that's good. The readings we're getting on our end here look really bad. We just know, based on these figures, there's something electromagnetic that's building in intensity.
Evelyn, hey, it's Jacob. Yeah, we know it's bad and getting worse, but we figured out that if we use the transmitters to nullify the bad frequencies, it can diffuse them completely.
You figured it out? Figured it out how? Over!
Some old lady's journals Jacob had lying around.
What?
Just don't worry, we know what to do. The transmitters will act as a net. It would be like the old radio towers. The geography's bend is like a natural amplifier. All we'd have to do is just place them high above sea level and it'll knock out the signal that's screwing everything up.
Actually, that might work. And the stuff you need is just sitting at the general store right now.
That's where I'm heading
That's
now.
not
I
a
just
big
don't
deal.
want to
That's Fred
leave the
Hollinger's
area in
place.
case it stops
He's
the
a buddy of mine.
conversation.
He keeps a spare key to the front door behind the back doormat.
Okay.
And I was gonna suggest just throwing a brick through the window.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, I got a lot of stuff to get ready over here. Good luck, guys. Godspeed. Over and out.
Over and out.
Oh, and Jacob. Sorry, I forgot. Did you ever find Athena?
Who?
No. Not yet.
You know,
What?
I'm sure she'll turn up soon. Country dogs can handle anything.
A dog? It was a dog bed in his room?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell if it was a dog bed or a cat
Over and
bed.
out.
No, I want to ask.
Sorry, my dog, Athena, got out last night.
Can I ask
She
a
goes
question?
on walks by herself all the time, but this is the first time she hasn't come back right away. Something spooked her, but
Oh, okay. Good to know. I will keep an eye out.
I don't mean to interrupt, I just don't want the conversation to go away.
I'm hoping we'll just run across her.
I'll try to find her. I have no idea where this dog would be. But I'll look my darndest. Last thing I want is a lost puppy out in the woods scared and alone during this freaky time of the night. With all these ghosty goos.
Everyone listening. Okay, once again, I had no prior knowledge what our last guest was going to do. I'm really just trying to fill the time slot here, and we can't play every song I like because of certain restrictions.
Uh-huh.
So, if Principal Haddish is listening, I did not ask him to do that. I just asked him to tell a joke. His cousin's a stand-up at least, or, you know, he at least performs at open mics. I know that. And he said he had a really good joke that went on for a while.
We have to...
Now, I don't know what kind of joke he thought that was.
Oh.
The opening was kind of going
Ew.
somewhere. We all
Just got
it. We were all intrigued.
Whenever you cross the bridge, you have to spit over the side.
That's disgusting.
Stop calling to complain. Right. Now I have
Well,
to clean
there.
up the mess he left. Give me 10 minutes. I'll be back. Oh,
No response?
you're listening to the Camina High School radio station with your host, Maria Lopez.
This way.
Okay, made it. Just this way to the general store.
I just want to check
Cross
to
your
see if there's
fingers you
anything
never
here.
moved the key.
Is there anything over here we can inspect now? No?
On the road.
Anything new on the radio?
Zero.
Again, what?
Yeah, 0, 0 to 0. It was supposed to be a rebuilding season for the Mudbugs.
What was?
Hey, Mike, are we?
Oh, it's the sports thing.
Are we on the air right now? I'm getting the weirdest feeling of rain and wind. Drops on the dirt.
What?
Chardonnay. Huh? Oh. Okay. You're listening to 93.7. The Ravine. Bottom of the tent. Again?
Interesting. Sorry for listening to the radio so much. It's probably a little boring to see me go through it. I just don't want to miss any secrets.
Just, follow me. It's right here.
Nothing here? Okay.
Okay, key should be right under the mat. Real high-tech security, you know?
Oh, so there's a back door.
Ah, I'm stealing gum. It's happening.
Oh no.
But which one?
Hell yes, and grab me a pack.
I was stuck.
Grab me too.
I'm all talk. Besides,
Aw.
am I fake sugar in these things? I don't need to grow an eyeball on my foot.
Well, now I feel like a dingus.
Should we leave, like, a note or something?
And what would this note say? Universe possibly collapsing? Had to technically rob you? Hugs and kisses? Jigs and ride?
Yes.
There's the gear. Let's go.
Okay, I got it.
Mind if I take a look at the gear?
Okay. I wish I could see what I was doing.
A few more transmitters, and it looks like a climbing rope, clasps, everything we'll need. Which, yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that part. Try not to think about it.
I'll teach you.
Ugh.
Don't worry about the climbing part. With the rope, it's pretty easy, honestly.
Easy for some people.
Map
Now we're
updated.
set.
Okay. We need to plant 3 more of these transmitters up and down the coast. Clear view above Edwards Island, above 3,000 foot elevation. Maybe the DJ at the high school station has heard something, Channel 8. She's not
Anyways,
talking to me right now.
Let's just focus on fixing it. We got our gear, we got our map.
Okay.
We're not restricted to the beaten path, so to speak. We should start walking to as above sea level as we can get. Take a look at your
Okay.
map, and let's pick where we want to go.
Well, I want to go there, because that's where I started. But I also want to check that out. And I think I'm going to go to the community center. No, that's locked, so there's no point in going there, I guess. But there
Alright.
might be
Have
conversation.
an idea of where we're going?
Yeah, I think so. Doesn't seem too difficult.
Okay, yeah. Let's do it.
Awesome. We're also gonna look for Athena while we're out because
Hello?
lost dog.
Stranger person. You called.
Yep, hello. I'm here. Over.
Hi. Hiya. Thanks for picking up. Remember when I said if you run into 3 teenagers to call them assholes?
I did.
Yeah. Over.
Well, have you run into 3 teenagers?
Oh, I think you mean cult members. Those freaks in masks. That's who you're talking about, right? Over.
Only one of them is a freak. That's Olivia. Violet and Charlie are fine. They're my friends. And they just told me they were going out to Edwards Island.
Oh.
And they kind of gave me this look, like this was the last time.
Oh.
And I don't really know what I did to piss them off. So, like, what are they doing? Are they at Brad's house?
Hey, Maria, who are they? Really? Tell me about them, okay? Over.
Oh, I mean, I could go back to 3rd grade, but look, I used to be really good friends with Violet, and Charlie used to do the radio station thing. But ever since Olivia started hanging out with them, it's like everything. Ah, God, I gotta go. Sorry, we'll talk more later. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
I will. But apparently not right now. Nothing interesting on that.
Dark. Light, dark, seen, and the unseen. For disciples of parentage, questions asked.
I never got on the boat because I thought I was going to it later.
Will you be like me? Luna does not shine. She is shied upon.
Nothing there.
She swims through lightless water, stopping only when spotted
Okay.
at sea. But who is she as she sails past?
Sarah, you're freaking me out. 89.8.
In the unseen, who's anyone? Would you be disciple of parentage?
Disciple of parentage.
Reaction obscured, free sin hidden.
Can't go back there.
Or does it feel to you the way it does to me? To disciples like me,
Yeah.
perhaps like us.
Okay.
Hey, Olivia. Olivia Massel, are you there? Over.
Oh,
Hey,
wait,
it's the
hold
teenagers
up.
again.
Stay off the walkie. Olivia's at Garland, where the receptions are.
Garland.
Over and out.
Okay.
Olivia Massel.
What's that?
I thought she sounded familiar.
Have you heard that name before? Massel?
Well, we were
yeah.
just told about Olivia
Okay,
by
so
Maria.
Olivia Massel is the teenage daughter of, well, the easiest way to say it is they're a cult. The Massels. A
Okay.
well-known group of nutter-butter lunatics.
Extremely wealthy, very insular, very private. Yeah, her mom and dad actually died in a prop plane crash almost 4 years ago, but she lives with her aunt and uncle now.
That weird thing on
Oh.
the trail path? That's them.
Weird thing on the trail path.
Parentage, they call themselves.
Oh, the
And
people we
there
were
are
listening to.
stories.
Yeah, I saw their flyer at the store. You think this is a cult thing? Seriously?
Hey, I'm just saying what I know and what I've heard, and you can take it or leave it.
I think it's her.
Well, we just heard their name, so I'm gonna say it is her. What's this over here, though? Question mark?
What
Question
is
mark?
this?
Oh, no way. I buried this. When I
What?
was a kid, Maggie had me bury letters for her. Weird, I know, but she paid $5 each. I promised I'd never read any of them. Never did. Never will. Keep your eyes open. I guarantee there are more of these out there.
These feel a little more considered than random stray thoughts, but okay, Maggie.
Okay, Ingrid, stray thoughts. Consider this an addendum to our last conversation. I have no religion. I cannot say it is the purest of I cannot say it is the purest of knowledge, as I gave up the chase quite a while ago. My father was devout, my mother less so. I patterned after her. Faith in a system where I cannot see its purpose is hard for me. What is the purpose of chemical existence? I've never read a satisfactory answer. Mayhem is the order in which the universe was. Okay, so I officially have to start looking for letters. Okay, so I have to go to Garland. Okay.
Jesus, freezing. Hey. Hey!
What?
Are you okay? Oh, Jesus. Damn it. Damn it!
Is this the cop that hit a kid? When he said it was a dog?
Oh, damn it! Okay. Breath in and out.
David.
Okay.
Okay.
This leads out to the river, I think.
Oh, is this when you're gonna kick him over?
It's just brambles. Nobody goes down there.
Is that where you're... Yeah.
Okay. Damn it.
It was not a dog.
Come on, David. Keep it. Come on. Deep breath in. Push. Deep breath out. Okay. Story. It was a dog.
It was not a dog.
Was it? A dog. One more time. A dog. How big was it? Pretty big. I don't know. It was raining. You're sure it was dead? Come on, Dave. Are you sure Are you sure it was dead? Breath in.
Jesus Christ. I'm about to go there.
I'm sure.
Riley, you there? Over.
Hey, Evelyn, what's going on? Over.
I just wanted to see how you were doing and how it's looking out there. Over.
Evelyn, how do I put this? I think it's more than just the portal, or maybe the portal is causing it? But there are definitely, like, ghosts out here with us, or something very much like ghosts. I know this sounds insane, but...
No, I don't think you're insane, Riley. Our weather station and relay measurements are, well, the numbers are otherworldly, way off track from where they should be. Yeah, Jim, I know. Sorry, a coworker's letting me know he couldn't get his car started.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Riley, I want to stick to the plan. Still plant those transmitters, but
Okay.
can you do me a favor?
What is
Could
it?
you give me a call whenever you plant a transmitter? It would
Okay.
help me help you with what's going on.
Are you
Just to get a
sure?
reading straight.
Yeah, Evelyn, that's fine. Over.
Great.
Sounds
great.
weird.
It's important you
I need the
call me
shiny.
before you head out to your next objective when you plant them, okay?
Okay.
It'll help a ton.
It sounds sketchy.
I'll let you go. Remember, I'm on 7. Good luck out there. Over and out.
Okay. Does Maria have anything to add? No? Okay.
Something
Mel.
must have gone wrong with their... whatever they were doing.
Mel, since you didn't want to hear it, you'll just have to read it. Our work will not yield the result you're looking for. It just won't. Tom, I am so very sorry to say it is beyond our reach, beyond anyone's reach. Though hypocritical of me to say, I encourage you to look forward. If that is as impossible for you as it is for me, then perhaps try to change how exactly you look back. Take Hank to visit Tom. I know he's an infant. For now, it's not just for him. And when Hank is old enough to understand, tell him about his older brother. Huh. Are there any more
When
shinies?
they hired me for this, they said
What?
I was going to have to work with somebody. And I said, that's fine. What can you tell me about them? And they said, all we can tell you is that she used to live here and then she moved away. And now she's moved back. And I remember thinking, that's funny. I never heard of anyone ever coming back.
Well, somewhere deep down in a place maybe I didn't want to admit, I missed Kamina. Or I missed the feeling of having potential. You know you're in trouble when the only conversations you ever have are with bartenders?
Hey, your dad rewired my folks' garage when I was a kid. How's he doing? Still an electrician?
Yeah, he's not doing too well, to be honest. He had me kind of late, so he's getting up there now. That was part of why I came back, honestly, to be a little closer to him.
Aw,
Sorry to hear that.
me too.
Give him my best when you see
I
him.
will.
Look, you came back because you missed Kamina, and I know that it's going terribly wrong so far. But It's only the first day. Who knows what tomorrow will be like?
Can only go up from here, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm looking for the shinies.
Hey, I was meaning to ask, when you were, in my house, in my bedroom is this, thing I've been working on for like
The statue?
years. Clay sculpture?
Oh yeah.
I can't remember if I covered it up or not, but, assuming I didn't, and assuming you took a look, and assuming you formed an opinion upon looking, what might that opinion be? Lots of assumptions there, I realize.
Yeah, I saw it. It was kind of.
Oh, there's another shiny.
Yeah, I have no idea how I'm ever gonna get it downstairs. So, thoughts, questions, comments? Minor criticisms that'll keep me awake at 2 a.m.? Under this hat, I'm all ears.
I genuinely, objectively, without a shred of consideration for politeness, liked it.
Well then, I genuinely, objectively, the rest of that, appreciate it.
You're
I
welcome.
usually just work with scrap metal. I figured, branch out, Jake. It's a work in progress, both the sculpture and the branching.
Hey, it
Maybe
happens.
someday it'll leave the bedroom. Have the world uncover it,
Yeah,
See if it was worth the dirty fingernails.
I'm sure it was.
Anna. Who was
Hey.
Anna?
Jay, it was an accident, a careless mental mistake, 2 syllables, but you're not wrong. Anna is never far from my thoughts. Her name is never far from my lips, clearly. I do not think this is by choice. So much of my life is not by choice. So much of all of life, or so I tell myself. I wish I could tell you it will never happen again. I wish I could tell you many things. M. Who's Jay?
Maybe.
Alright, let's check the transmitter.
A wonderful word. Yeah, how it lets you off the hook of responsibility in such a
Mm-hmm.
gentle way.
Alright, I'm not seeing any shinies. But now it's red. Why is it red?
I used to think about Maggie Adler and
What?
what she used to tell me about all this, at least an hour of every day. With time, it faded, like everything. But I never stopped playing around with radios, just trying to prove her right, trying to vindicate her a little.
Oh, that's sweet.
Everything that's been going on these last few months has really stirred up a lot. It'd be so absolutely crazy if this has to do with her.
It would be.
How's it going with the whole...
I can complain, but listen.
How'd you meet her, anyway? She was an old woman who lived on an island.
I used to practically live at the library, and she'd come and check out books on electromagnetism. She'd ask what I was reading. No one else would.
Aw.
She was a character. And I was so young. I don't know. I was a kid and bored and my house sucked, so, why not hang out with some weird old lady who believed in magic?
I mean, it makes
Eventually, I
sense.
stopped going to the library. I'd read all the Encyclopedia Browns anyway. And she just carried this weight on her. You could see it in her trembles.
Oh, you're climbing
It
with me,
just
huh?
got to be too much eventually.
I'm sorry.
Sadness was like radiation. You can only be around it so much. Before... Yeah.
Can we visit her? Maybe she can help?
She died a few years back. I actually went to the funeral. Her only request was to be buried somewhere you couldn't see water. They did it on a hill, southern side of town. I think I was the only one to attend. Never wanted that to happen to me,
Death?
Make no lasting connections.
That was nice of you.
I mean, was it?
It was.
Actually, sure. Thanks. Come on. Onward.
Onward and upward. Well, downward right now.
Man, total strikeout tonight in terms of luck. Broken truck, lost dog,
Listen, I'll find your dog.
and now,
I'm looking for it right
this
now. And
situation.
the shiny things.
However you classify it.
Hey, never say never. Strikes don't necessarily have to stop at 3. There's always room for more.
And hey, there's strike 4. Last night I had a dream.
Huh?
I was taking a walk and someone was approaching.
Creepy.
Turned out it was me.
Oh.
And like, not a mirror, it was another me.
Like the other Alex?
He didn't have a face. And then I reached up to see if I did, but Athena barked me awake before I could find out.
She probably didn't want you to. She could probably tell you were scared.
I just came to me right now. Just pops out of nowhere.
Super creepy.
Yeah, it stuck with me for most of the morning.
It would stick with me for sure.
Anyway, shake it off, Summers, right?
No.
Right.
Nothing over here? Yes, there is. A shiny. Ha.
My mother
Mel.
was an undertaker. It's one way to start a letter, Maggie.
Mel, my mother was an undertaker. I grew up in a graveyard. They say a cemetery is no place for a child, but for me, it was a place of happy memories. Somewhere I go on gray days, sometimes wandering beside the headstones. I swear I can still smell my mother's perfume. Funny that we should run into each other there. You don't meet many fellow amateur radio enthusiasts in the wild, let alone one conducting experiments. I must say, the amplifier you were working with has thoroughly piqued my curiosity, and homemade no less. Bravo. Huh.
When we're done with all of this, you should come back here.
Me, personally?
Like this area. Best sunset view in town.
Oh, I see.
5 crisp dollar bills in your pocket, you find a better one.
So noted. And I intend to collect Summers if it ain't up to snuff.
500 pennies, you have my word.
Am I going to get those directly
Sunsets on
in
Mars
pennies?
are blue. Did you know that? Something about the dust in the atmosphere?
Really?
Blue Martian sunset. Saw it on a nature show. Because, you know, technically, outer space is part of nature.
It is.
Like sky blue? Or blue M&M blue?
And more of a darky cobalty blue, if you know what that is. Like a faded metallic blue.
Kind of like your
kinda jealous, you know?
blanket there.
I mean, I'm totally
tarp?
down with earthly sunsets. No
Terran?
complaints. But I don't know. Makes you wonder what else is out there.
What sights you've never
How
seen and
much
may
of
never
it we'll
see.
never get to see.
I know, right?
Maybe that's just me. But maybe it ain't.
Envy no more, my man. We're going to Mars. You, me, Athena, pack some snacks.
Ha! You can pick the tunes.
Okay. Let's go see what Olivia's up to. And we're back here again. Like we never left.
Okay, so take this anchor. Somebody left this behind, which is good, because rope climbing requires them. See, just slide the rope through and hook. I haven't done this since basic, but riding a bike and all that.
Please tie it
Just
securely.
take it slow. For me.
Can I go now? Okay.
Man, I
Alright.
was really hoping to avoid this, but take a walk on the wild side, Jake.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God of God.
I'm proud of you, Jacob. You're a rock climbing fool.
Oh, I'm a fool, all right. But thanks.
Okay, well, I don't see a body down here. I was expecting to see a body. Can I go around here, or do I have to wait until later? That looks like I can go down there. No, can't jump up here. Alright, climb up. Questionable button. Looks like it bolted.
Wow, there's a weird
I don't
looking
know.
lock on the door. It might be a radio lock. One of those things that
Oh,
needs a
I remember.
calibrated radio to tune open. They use
Oops, wrong way.
alternate frequency RF signals to control the deadbolt. If we had a radio with a broader range, we could
Oh.
tune in its code and unlock it.
But we can't.
Ah, man. Well, I don't think we can get around. It'll be impossible to get in unless we find one of those radios. Ugh.
Let's just come back later. If we find a better radio along the way,
Damn.
great. If not, maybe we'll have come up with a workaround.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, fine. I'm just
So,
very curious for
embarrassing
this area.
Before my truck broke down, I was headed to the library to return a book I was a month late in returning.
I thought you were
Took
going to
me
say
30
since you were a
proper
kid.
days, and I never even finished it. Athena and I walk there all the time. So I figured 2 birds, you know?
Not a good book?
It was mindless brain candy. Fun, but no real, vitamins and minerals, you know? Yeah, but really, I could have waited another 30 because Kamina PL got rid of late fees last September. I mean, is it weird that I don't mind paying late fees?
My
I get that
library
getting rid of them promotes
stopped
library usage, which is a big plus.
charging
I
late
mean,
fees.
there has
My
to be
grandma feels weird
consequences.
about it.
Life is nothing but late fees.
You really want to charge a kid 50 cents because he's one day late and returning Dude the cat goes to school? Do you remember how hard it was to get money as a kid? You may as well charge them cold fusion.
I do, and that's exactly why.
Why
Learn
is
the
it-
lesson, young reader.
Oh, conversation will
Maybe
continue.
a
Awesome.
more considerate child also wants to know how that day at school went for Dude, but now they'll never know. Anyway,
Interesting.
now you know. Judge me. Go ahead.
Finish the damn thing. Come on, at this point you're like morally obligated.
You're not the boss of me, but yeah, I should. I will, but because Jacob decided so. Thank you and tip your waitstaff.
Alright, time to go to a new area, because we have fully inspected this one as much as we can at the moment. Boop. Boop. I love a little hop. Boop. Can I go down here? No? Okay. Back to your house. I'm gonna go down before I go up, because I want to look for Athena. Actually, there's a big-ass map, so I might want to go up first. Right. Oh no. Yeah, I'll go up first. And then I'm assuming I'll have to go back. So then I'll go right. Unless I get the radio. Oh cool, it has the line for exactly where it has to be. So I have to do it at the top of Charity Point. And Tutega Falls. And the Church of the Grand Architect. Okay. Let's go up first then. And we will find this dog. I will search every inch of this island before I let Athena go unfound. No new conversations? Have we, depleted ourselves of them during our investigative search of the other side? Dang. Alright, Waterhead Bluffs. Alright.
Ah, another
Oh,
ender.
it's midnight.
We can climb down from here.
Oh,
Sweet.
goody.
Good job. Alright, I need to remember to look out for the glowy glues. And the Athena.
Bit of a leap there.
We literally
we
made
could
no-
climb down here. Also, it might take a little longer. I just don't think we can make the gap. Right?
No, piece of cake.
Is it? Because it doesn't look like it.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
What the?
Riley! Riley!
Alright.
Jesus! Are you okay? Please say something! Riley!
Okay. Nothing broken, I don't think.
Give me a second.
Evelyn has to check on with her whenever we plant the transmitter. No, I don't see anything new.
Ah, so taking the easy way down, I see.
Yeah, I think we can safely say that it's just the way at this point.
Okay. You doing all right?
Yeah.
You look okay. That's a good sign.
Mostly just embarrassed. It's nice to be reminded you're not 16 anymore. You can bruise.
Yeah, don't be embarrassed. I'd have shattered my face. At least you know how to roll a little.
So, we want to go up there, but the caves are pretty well connected.
We follow this one through. Should?
Should what? It said the conversation would continue.
She admittedly isn't the prettiest plan, but she's the best we
Who?
got.
What?
Is this public use land, or...?
Oh, yeah.
You said the
This
conversation
is,
would
you know,
continue.
we're all in the park area.
Oh, more
I
drawings.
don't think any of it's privately owned.
Anyways, come on. Just this way, I think.
Okay. Can I look at the spooky drawings over there? No? Okay. That's fine. Oh, fog. Fog for days.
Jesus, when did all this fog come in?
Really? Foghorn.
Hey, if you're on this frequency, pick up.
Who's that?
Yes, this is Riley speaking. Over.
Man, you sound... actually, you don't sound at all how I thought you'd sound. But, how's it going? Over.
It's
Yeah, I'm fine. Who's this? Over.
You know who this is. But I'll give you the space to figure it out for yourself. Okay? I don't want to waste your time. That's a pretty important resource. But my mom used to tell me stories. That's why I'm calling. 'Cause
Okay.
one of the stories was about tonight. And the things that are going on. Anyways, I just had a hunch. I'll see you later.
who? Oh, we're at the beginning.
Hello? Anyone there? Over.
Hello? This is not the same person I was just speaking to. Over.
You're speaking with Nick Stewart, ma'am. Were you speaking to someone else on this line? Why are you on this frequency?
Because someone called me.
Hello?
I didn't call you, buddy. Over.
No, it was you. The reception was bad, but it was you. Listen, I got you on the horn here, so can you do me a favor?
What is it?
You sound pretty clear, which means you're probably in Camina, right? Probably at the dock by Charity Point. There's an outpost for local fishermen near you. Can you take a minute and check if a blue backpack is in there?
Okay.
It's the outpost for local fishermen.
Yeah, sure. I'll help out. A blue backpack?
Yeah, awesome. Great. That'd be a big help. Just give me a ring if you see it. Thanks. Over and out.
Okay, Nick. Maria's friends are on Edwards Island. Whoa.
Hey, Evelyn, if you're there, I'm wondering if you know anything about Charity Point. It's where I'm headed next to place a transmitter. Over.
Hi, Riley. I'm sorry, I don't really know anything about Camina other than what we've been told. I'm not from around here. Over.
You know what, Evelyn? I'm getting a little sick and tired of all these flubs. Maybe with all this time nonsense happening, you can go back to when you started and learn some crap first. Over.
Hardy har har. Okay. Glad to see you're still in such good spirits with everything going terrible tonight.
Yeah, it's
Call me when
great.
you've placed the transmitter. Talk to you soon. Over and out.
Okay.
Hey, Maria. Come in, please. Over.
Yeah, hey! I'm in the middle of sorting these CDs. What is it? Yeah. Crap.
Violet.
Okay. That's a lot of CDs on the ground.
Hey, what do you know about Violet? Anything specific or useful? Over.
Useful? Oh, I don't know. Violet's just... she's Violet. It's hard to think of anything specific. She's an only
Okay.
child. No siblings, parents are divorced, she bitches about her mom constantly. I
Okay.
think she wants to live with her dad, but, you know, I want $1 million. She likes to overdo it at parties, then corner poor saps who haven't heard her sob story yet. But,
Huh.
I don't know. Other than that, plays collectible card games, watches old sitcoms. Anyways, sorry. I know you're doing very important adult things right now, but I gotta run the station. Call me later if you want. Over and out.
Okay. But not now. Okay. Is this the fisherman's station or the fisherman's outpost? Is that the blue backpack? I can't tell.
I guess somebody sleeps here. Sometimes.
Yeah, fishing expeditions can sometimes take a while.
Okay,
think.
so this is the
Actually,
fisherman's
I don't
outpost.
really know. Don't listen to me.
Why do people love killing things and putting them on walls for other people to see what they've killed?
I don't know. Looks cool, probably. That'd be my guess.
It's impressive for some people. Oh, a radio. Is it an improved radio?
Well, I don't know what else I expected.
Uh-huh. And the
Oh, it's,
backpack.
that guy's backpack.
Maybe you should call him back. Let him know we found it.
Okay.
Hey, Nick? Yeah, your backpack's here. It's blue, right? Over.
Ah, okay, good. I thought maybe I did bring it, but that the stupid thing fell overboard. Look, this is an emergency line for boaters only. I'm retired now, but I was sort of an amateur explorer. Never charted anything, but I'm all over Camina, so if you need any info about the area, or Edwards Island, I've been all up and down the coastline. Just
Okay.
give me a holler. Anytime. I'll be up all night.
Sure, I just might. Over.
Okay, thanks for the help again. Over and out.
Anything new in this area?
Swimming. And speaking of swimming, I'm told that we are currently under a flash flood warning. Even though, we are nowhere near a main body of water, it isn't raining, and, yeah, okay, Nora, I'm coming. We're having to go dark to make sure we don't all simultaneously drown and get electrocuted. So, with any luck, we'll be back soon. And with no luck, well, guess we'll go hungry. Yeah, coming, Nora. 91.4, potluck.
Max prints on the mound for the anteaters and Brand's up for the graders. Brand having a dynamite season on the mud bugs. He intends to sneak. I'm thinking they're hoping he can make it.
Huh. Okay.
Eye to the right, ball one. Prince might be struggling to see straight.
These caves are connected, I think, to Garland. We'll have to go there later, so we'll see how widespread it is. If you know the tunnels well enough, you can walk to and from practically any point in town completely underground.
Cool.
Have you, been down here before?
Me, personally? No. Some of the kids do, or did, in high school. They'd crawl in here, light a fire, make out, or whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm too little a fan of small, dark spaces. to
I'm a
really
little
see the
scared, a
design.
little coward.
You see that?
I did, it was a sunken.
Who's out there?
Well, that was weird.
I don't think we're alone.
Could have been a trick of the eye. You, never
Of
know.
both of our eyes?
Oh, hey, check it out. We could probably climb down this.
Wow, my vision is way better than mine. Didn't even see this. Lead the way.
Okay. Well, what's that way? Do I want to... Wait. I don't know which way to go. I want to try this way then.
Definitely not jumping that one.
Jesus, someone should put cones here or something, right?
Uh-huh.
Maybe there's another way around.
There
We
is.
need to get to the other side.
Yeah, let's look around. Find a detour.
Alright. We are doing that now. Anything over here? No? Okay. No! No!
Jacob?
Hey,
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
I guess another way out over there, but
What the
false alarm. Just a wind tunnel.
I think I might have seen something in the water, but never mind. It's gone now anyway.
We'll be
Oh,
going soon,
Jesus.
Riley. Don't worry.
I want to look around so I don't miss anything, but that scared the crap out of me. My heart did a little doki doki. Holy shit.
Oh, wait. Wow. This is... I've never been in here. Watch your step. I don't think this was meant for tourists.
I'm gonna look.
There's junk all over.
Just keep a lookout for a way out.
Definitely. Will do.
Not gonna get us where we need to go.
Nope.
Okay.
It's kind of sad seeing this thing so broken. At least there's no skeletal remains, I guess.
Doesn't mean it was empty when it crashed. Just saying.
True.
A bird? Is that a bird?
No way.
No.
Yeah, that is a bird.
We gotta let it
Feathers,
out.
Beak.
We should let it out. It shouldn't be in there.
Yeah, I totally agree. But the cage is locked, though. Maybe there's a key?
And sad.
I want to find the key. This poor bird. Oh. Alright.
Hey, look, Jacob, it's an anchor.
Oh, which means it's another rope climb adventure. You first.
I will come back for you, Birdie. I promise. Oh, jeez.
What is that?
God, I don't know. Some kind of temporal anomaly? Like the... Hey, wait, you're just gonna... We haven't seen if we can maybe just walk out.
Okay.
We don't know what this thing will do.
Let's just see what this does. It might help.
Slightly to strongly disagree, but...
Okay, we'll see if there's a way out then.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to skip the thing. Yeah, there's no way out. Better? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to skip dialogue. I do that all the time. I just want to see what the radio does. I don't want to miss anything. Let's go through time. Maggie.
Okay, organs intact. skin
1899.
attached. I'll take it.
I think we're back when the mine was somewhat operational. I don't think anyone's around.
No.
Which means we time travel. We have traveled through time.
We have.
And any other day I'd be screaming, but instead...
Let's, see if the time tear opened anything up.
Okay, I'm, starting to get... Sorry, it's not claustrophobia, but, we're just, like, on the precipice of madness here.
Just don't think too hard about it.
As a
It'll be
kid, when I
fine.
was anxious, my brother and I would play a game that kind of helped me out. It was called One Word Story. Basically, two people tell a single story, one word at a time, bouncing back and forth. Should help chill us out. Chill me out, at least.
Okay.
Sure. Sounds good. Let's do it.
Cool. Great. I'll start us off. Once. Now you go. Once.
Santa.
Okay. 8. Once Santa ate.
14.
Ooh, good one. Children. I don't know why I said children.
Loudly.
Brilliant. Great. The end. Okay, so let's review. Once Santa ate 14
Merry Scary
children
Christmas.
loudly. The end. Not bad.
So, feeling better? A little less like you're underwater?
I am. Yeah, I really am. Thanks.
That was actually really helpful. Like, really.
Aw,
Cortisol ebbed.
nice.
Hey, Evelyn, are you around? Over.
Riley, you're really going in and out. It's hard to hear you.
The bird died?
Over.
Oh, crap. Evelyn, I'm in a cave. Can you hear me? Over.
Riley, did you say... You're saying you're in a cave?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go exploring in the beach hollows, Riley. Leslie warned me about how dangerous they can be.
Who?
Get lost and stop all the time. Be extremely cautious. Seriously.
Pretty sure the bird's dead.
Alright, I'll talk to you when you're out in clear air again. Over and out.
Okay.
Hey, Maria, come in if you're there, please. Over.
Hey, Riley? You're going in and out, but I'm here.
Hi.
I had to take a detour into the caves. It's intimidating. I'm not sure I know how to get out. Over.
Oh, did you say the caves? It's hard to hear, but kids get lost in them all the time. Well, not all the time, but it's happened once or twice.
Okay.
Watch your ass, especially in the breeze. Hear me?
Okay, what about Nick? No? Oh no.
Maybe we can meet our bird's grandpa.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, it's empty? Okay, I thought the bird was lying down.
It's dead.
Ah, fuck.
I
Are you sure?
There's a pretty messy way you can tell when animals are dead. And it is a proper mess in there. Let's get a move on.
No. I was hoping I was wrong. Okay, before we do that.
Looks like it's working? How do we get up there,
What's
though?
over there, though?
Don't know.
What, we can't just take the elevator? I figured that would be the way. Okay, wait, I'm gonna inspect the elevator then. Because I figured I'd just press the button and the elevator would come down and then I would take it up, correct?
Wonder if this...
Yeah, I can.
Hey, it worked!
Easy peasy.
Okay, but there isn't... How are we both supposed to go up at the same
Ah.
time? There's no buttons inside.
What if you go up, and since you're the less, athletically inclined,
Okay.
I'll climb up some other way.
That's... Well, I mean, maybe... Or...
Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
Or what?
Whenever you want to, send me up.
You said or.
Man, I can't believe this thing is working. This whole night is just melting rain.
Hey, don't leave me here. I'm serious.
I can't believe you'd even think to say anything. Of course I'm not gonna leave. Jesus. Whew. Okay, it's a little rickety, but
Why are there so many ways I can go?
Yeah. Shoot. How are you gonna get up? I
I'm figuring
thought
it
I'd
out.
see another way once I was here, but
I'll,
uh-oh. That doesn't
Whoa.
seem good. Climb up, fast.
God damn it. The mine is collapsing. I don't have much time.
Okay.
If you set the lift in a way that you can use it as a bridge, maybe.
I have to go on the roof of it. I was thinking that, but I had to let him off first. Shoot. How much time do I have? I'm concerned. Go faster, Riley. Go, 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 go. No, don't let go. Don't let go. Lever. Oh god, the shaking's getting more intense. There. Go. Oh god, it's getting way more intense now. Go, 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 go. Riley. Go.
Alright, just jump to me now. You're so close.
Jump! Jump! Oh, thank god.
We made it.
We're good.
We're back in, now. Whew, man.
Yeah. Thank the Lord or lords above.
Thank you. More ladies. Well then. That was something, wasn't it? And more writing. Waterhead Bluffs. Alright, guess we're going this way now.
Jacob Summers
Okay.
paused. The mountain stood its ground. He knew he needed to climb it. He knew he could climb it. But the doubt, oh, such towers of doubt. if
Let
he
me
actually
just drop
would.
you a rope.
Riley climbed with ease. Riley always climbed with ease.
What the hell are you doing?
Narrating. It helps when I'm, horrified.
Aw.
Helps to think that I'm like a character in a story versus,
Watch your head.
actually me.
This should make it easier.
Jacob was grateful. Embarrassed, but grateful.
Okay, is there anything up this way or am I going down now? Oh yeah, I think that's
How
a
many
cave.
bones do you think I'd break if I fell right now? Break, not fracture. I'm talking an audible snap.
Let's go with like 96%.
Nice even number, nice instant death. And
Mhm.
upsy daisy, and okay. Didn't die, sweet, box
Go.
text. After
Go.
you, Gumshoe.
Go. Go. I'm Gumshoe. I'm checking this side. Because there's a cave over there, I think, and I wanna see what's over here before I go in the cave. Because that's how I do. Is there anything here? Come on, Riley, up, Riley, I am saying to go up. Thank you. Okay, what is the point of this area? Oh, there's something down here. Oh, shiny.
See anything over there?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like a bear?
I think your house is on fire.
What? That's not the truth. You can't see my house from there. Okay, funny. Devil woman. Riley the Wretched.
Oh, God, I'm hilarious.
You're gonna feel like fried dog crap if it is on fire right now. Not knowing it is, I'm sheer spite. I have insurance. Bring it on.
Bring it on.
I think one of Maggie's old army buddies turned into a pen pal.
Dear Kenneth Young, it's nice to hear from you. I always assumed you moved to North Carolina, so it was especially nice to hear that this wasn't the case. Managing your dad's textile plant just didn't seem to suit you. I think you'll find Camina still has its limited charms. They've improved the roads, and the shellfish is still excellent. I wouldn't visit from Milner, though. It's unrecognizable from when we were stationed. It's a tourist factory now, and their wires are overpriced. The bad dreams are a common refrain from other past recruits. After the Kanaloa, people seem to... Okay. Don't let go. Alright, Jacob, you ready to climb back up here? Because you didn't actually need to go down. Oh, you could have grabbed the rope, you know. Whatever, though. It's up to you, hun. Jacob. Oh, we're on this side now. Okay.
Just a little bit further.
Okay.
So, getting close.
We are.
God.
Am I going up? No? I thought I would be going up. Yeah, we are. Okay.
Hey, here we go.
You got
One
this.
ledge at a time.
You feel okay climbing this one?
Does it matter?
I guess not.
we're
There's
fine.
no
Let's just do
anchor.
it. Ooh. Careful. And my fingers are only bleeding a little. The ladder's just up ahead.
Awesome. No! Oh my god.